All right, guys, once again, it is time. A brand new pin coming out via Stern Pinball, but this time it is a home pin, but the trailer and features trailer has dropped, and we're going to take a look at that right now. Alrighty, it's been a hot minute since a new home pin has come out, but we're going to see it right now. I've seen some pictures of it, but I have not seen this in play. Let's take a look, and yeah, let's see what we see. It's a great theme to do, by the way. Not so sure about the music, though. All right, got the fast ramp. Got a jump ramp. That's pretty cool. It's kind of just a very generic trailer, but I'm trying to look past that. Trying to look past that. All right, got T-Rex. That's pretty cool right there. They got that type of mech on this game. Okay. That's interesting. T-Rex eating the ball on a home pin. Whoa. Okay, well, there you go. That's the trailer for Jurassic Park, the home pin. I believe, from what I understand, Jack Danger did design that pin, and I think Wei-Sun Chang did software. I'm probably just totally botching that name. Apologies. But, I mean, it looks like an interesting pin. I don't know about the trailer. Once again, we get the generic trailer versions, but at this point, I think it's pretty much Stern and whoever's making these trailers are just at the mercy of whoever is the licensor. And apparently every single licensor likes, or yeah, I think that's what's called. Whoever's putting out these licenses just enjoys just the most generic trailers ever. So it is what it is. I didn't really get a feel for what the game truly is, though. Of course, it just looks like a watered down version of the original Jurassic Park, but that's going to be the result of the fact is that the budget does cause it to be a watered down version. Now, that doesn't necessarily make it bad, but it is interesting seeing some of the things in there. There's some cool parts in there that, of course, they have the drop targets that we saw in Star Wars that enters instead of, I think Star Wars had a ramp, but instead of that, they enter into the T-Rex head that eats the ball. So that's pretty dope. I like that it had two spinners and it has a little bit of a jump ramp. So that's pretty cool. So I think seeing that jump ramp with that gap, I imagine that it comes into play with the rollovers because that's practically the only reason to have that back there. So we shall see. But let's go ahead and jump over to the features trailer now. All right, now we're over on the game features trailer. It's going to be about 4.5 minutes long, but we will get through this together. So let's go ahead and hit it. Once again, some killer music going on here. All right, shoot any dinosaur 3 times to start a paddock and evacuate somebody. I'm assuming the people. All right, cool. So basically, it looks like each dinosaur is represented on each major shot, and then that's how you're going to start some modes. At least apparently that's the way I'm interpreting it. That's pretty cool. Simplified rule set. I don't mind that. That's to be expected because there's only so much you're going to be able to do with the home pin. So complete all the paddocks to get to, okay. So it's kind of like, I guess in a way, the way a Medieval Madness or an Attack from Mars or even a Stranger Things, games like that. In terms of just hitting shots and hitting them over and over again and eventually get into a wizard mode. Now, I don't think people won't be too happy with the big stand-up target. I know a lot of people prefer individual stand-up targets there, but again, home pin, necessary evil, or it might even been a creative decision. I don't mind it necessarily. Gravity-defying metal jump ramp. Okay. Let's see the gravity be defied. Yep. Now hold up. I just noticed something. That's funny. If you go back and you listen to that right there, it almost sounds like the orchestra theme from Iron Man 3 that was made by Brian Tyler. I could hear it. That was plain as day right there. I might even get a copyright, like not takedown, but you know what I mean. I might even get flagged for that. Here, go back. You'll hear it. Listen for it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's that's dead on. Okay. All right. Incomplete jump ramp shots feed the top DNA lanes. Okay, this is what we were talking about earlier. So if it doesn't get up there, if you backhand it, it leads to the lanes. I don't mind that at all. We've seen that before. Now that's pretty cool. Activates a time double scoring. That's kind of a throwback to how some of the solid states were. I believe Comet was one of the main pins I can think of, to where you did the rollovers and you'd get like a timed 2x playfield that lasted 15 or 20 seconds long. That's pretty cool. All right, so you take down the drop targets. You probably get to some type of, okay, there it is right there, to T-Rex multi-ball. That makes sense. Okay, so that part I'm a little confused on. Is there a vuck back there, or does the T-Rex actually eat it? Does it eat the ball and then spit it out? Yeah, that looks like there might be some type of vuck. It doesn't look like the T-Rex mouth is actually opening up. At least they didn't show it. Oh no, it's still pretty cool that it spits it out though. All right, shoot captive ball to start Spinosaurus. Hurry up. I cannot pronounce dinosaurs. And it also looks like that captive ball goes into the pop bumper as well. That's a pretty cool little thing there. All right, bonus multiplier. So it's kind of weird. This is almost like a old school solid state rule set nearly. It feels like it. Shoot smart missile target to boost the paddock scoring. Okay, so smart missile is up there right around a pop bumper. So it doesn't seem like you could shoot it directly. Amber value, amber target. So again, definitely has Keith Elwin DNA to this. I'm looking at the wrong camera there. You guys are up there. All right, fast flowing metal ramps. This is a long features trailer. I feel like they're really trying to sell all these parts. All right, we still got more to go. Shoot the raptor pin to start raptor hunt multi-ball. All right, so instead of there being an actual raptor pin, on the left-hand side, it's just a little area with a gate that you go into with the target back there. So I don't mind it, but that might be one of the weaker points to the entire playfield. But I don't necessarily mind it, though. All right, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that dinosaur. I can pronounce it in my head, though. So shoot spinners. They got it. It is pretty cool that they got 2 spinners on this game, though. I can't get over that little screen, though. All right, so that's it. Well, that is Jurassic Park, the home pin via Stern Pinball. And I believe they're going to, MSRP is right at $4,500 or maybe it's $4,599. I could definitely see these going for more though. So if somebody's going to pick these up, I'd say pick it up as soon as possible. But again, this type of pin isn't necessarily for people that are into pinball a ton. It's obviously a watered down version of Jurassic Park, but I think it still has some potential. It definitely feels like a kind of like a throwback to some solid states, and I kind of dig that a little bit. Now, I don't know if I'm convinced that I necessarily need a home pin, but if I see it at a show, yeah, I'll play it. And I don't think we're going to see it on location because they're not, well, designed to go on location. So it doesn't appear that this is going to be part of the Stern Connected. Otherwise, I feel like they would have advertised it. I'm kind of surprised by that, to be honest with you. I figured that this pin is thoroughly designed to try to get new people into the hobby and try to acquire new customers. And I would think something like Insider Connected would be something to really get them involved even more. So I am a little bit surprised that that's not in. But overall, just pause it, or not pause it, but mute it real quick. overall, I think the layout is decent. I think it is. It does the right job for a home pin. Now, to be honest with you, I was kind of expecting a little bit more, just a little bit more. And it's not that I'm underwhelmed. I don't know. I thought the way that Stern had described it and other people are kind of talking about it, that it might have had just a little bit more ramp wise, but overall, I mean, it's a pretty good effort for a home pin. It is a good effort. And I think it's something that's just, it's enough of a difference that I think people will be interested in something like this. Now, I don't know, the jump ramp, you know, it's okay. It doesn't really wow me too much. I like the fact that a T-Rex ramp is in there, or a T-Rex head is in there. I wish that the T-Rex would actually eat the ball like it does on the premium and LE, but obviously it doesn't do that on the pro. So it'd be kind of weird, I guess, if it did it on a home pin. But it seems like there's some type of vuck or something back there that feeds the ball back up into the T-Rex, and then it spits it out. At least that's the way that I'm seeing it. I don't necessarily like the stand-up target, the big target to the left. I get why it's there. I kind of wish it wasn't, but hey, it is what it is. You know, 2 spinners, that's pretty cool. I don't mind the Newton ball there, although I'm not really crazy over a Newton ball being right next to a ramp, just because, I don't know. I'm just not crazy about it, but I understand why it is there. If you're going to miss to the left of that right ramp, at least you're going to get something out of it, and you're going to start a hurry up. So for brand new players or newbies, it's going to give you a little bit to do. The Raptor pin area, I don't know about that one. Obviously, they had to put something in there to stage the ball just for a little while, real quick, and start up a multi-ball. I don't know where that ball necessarily feeds back. I guess it'll come back out. It seems like there's a gate right there, but I'll have to rewatch it to fully understand what's going on there. The DNA rollovers up top, I actually dig those. I like the fact that they are making that a playfield multiplier whenever you roll over. I think that's a good callback to solid states and a good callback to the 80s, 90s, whenever that was. I guess the 80s, late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s. Whenever I was just but a figment of my parents' imagination back in the day. But I do like the fact that they're coming out with the Jurassic Park. I think these will sell well. I think it probably won't be as big as a Star Wars, but I think this is probably the best theme that they could do at this given time. It's too early for Mandalorian. I'm not convinced that Avengers would necessarily do as well. And Jurassic Park is going to be very, very relevant very soon, as a new movie is coming out next summer. I believe that's called Jurassic Park Dominion. So something like this, I think for Christmas time, it's probably going to sell out. And I think these will keep selling all the way through next year. So I guess if you're into this type of thing, good on you. If you're in on another pin, you're probably thinking, what the hell? When am I going to get my pin? And what's happening here? So that's understandable. I imagine there's going to be 1 or 2 people complaining about that, and I would not blame you guys at all. But that's all I got. What do you guys think? Impressed, not impressed, excited, not excited? Let me know down in the comments down below. And hey, it's a good day. We got more pinball. Talk to you later, guys.